I recently started a YouTube automation channel, and oh boy, it's not all rainbows and unicorns. Let me tell you why. Hello, my name is George, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to talk about YouTube automation and what you should know before starting your own YouTube automation channel. I have 3 things planned for you today, which I will cover one by one. First off, you should probably target search-based content because it will get you consistent views. Aiming for the recommendation page is a game of skill, and you need to be very good at understanding what works on YouTube and what doesn't. So here's my take on it. I started a channel in the how to make money online niche, and my inspiration was Finance Girl, Bryson Tail, or whatever his name is, channel. And if you look at the content they make, it's kind of like clickbaity, aiming for the recommendations, right? So it's not really about search-based. Search-based content is more like my top performing videos on my channel here. So it's like how to dropship on Amazon. Basically, whatever people are searching for, that is a search-based content. And let me tell you why I think that doing content aiming for search is better for a beginner than doing content that is aiming for recommendations. Because, like I wrote here, if you're doing content for recommendations, you need to be really good at understanding what works and what doesn't. You might think that this is a good idea for a video, but then it's most likely going to not perform well, right? And if you're just remaking someone else's content, like if you go to Finance Girl and you find a video that is working, that has worked well for them, and then you remake it, well, chances that it's going to work for you are not 100%. Matter of fact, it probably won't, or it might, who knows? But if you are doing content that is, search-based content, right? If you're doing like how to start an Amazon FBA business or whatever it is that people are searching for, then if that video ranks and it comes to the first page when people search that keyword, well, you're going to be getting consistent views. For example, take a look at this video. I made this video about 2 years ago, and it was back when I was doing drop shipping on Amazon, and that video ranked, and up until this day, it is getting views every single day, and that means that it brings in money every single day. Right? Now, if you take a look at this other video, which I made aiming for the recommendations page, well, you can see that it got picked up a little bit by the algorithm, but then it died off. So the game with creating content for the recommendations is you need to be really good at making coming up with video ideas, right? So understanding what people want to see, and also really good at creating engaging content that is able to retain your viewer, okay? Now, however, if you make content that is search-based and your value is in the kind of how-to, right? Then that's a whole other thing. So in my opinion, for a beginner, it is easier to start with good search-based content, okay? I might be wrong. Who knows? Number 2, what type of audience do you want to appeal to? This will in turn determine what type of content you will be doing. You can make fast food type of content, which is low quality, but you can just get a quick bite and go. Alternatively, you can produce high quality content. This is generally more expensive, but the result is much more satisfying. Nothing is either good or bad because there is demand for both. You just need to decide for yourself where you want to aim. Now, once again, if we refer back to a channel like Finance Girl, well, you can see that they have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Each video gets, almost 10,000 views or more. And what does this show us? Well, this shows us that there is demand for that type of fast food content. The content is really low quality, right? But, hey, it works and it brings in views and it brings in money. Okay? That's one thing. And my channel is very similar to Finance Girl, right? However, I'm not getting anywhere near to as many views as they are, because maybe I just started, maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Now, the second thing is like I wrote here, is to create high quality content. So who I really look up to is James Janney and like Magnets Media by John Fraser. So they make these like short mini documentary films about different companies and just basically interesting ideas, right? And if you look at their content, that's like super high quality. That's like Michelin star restaurant type of content, right? If you compare it to food. And Finance Girl is kind of like McDonald's. Okay, we can make that analogy here. And, you know, it depends on what you want to like do, right? Because both can work and there's demand for both, right? Because both work. But it's just a matter of what you want to produce. What is your direction that you want to take? At this point, right now, I'm very interested and I'm actually working on a mini documentary about, I'm not going to say what it's about, but I'm working on a mini documentary as well, kind of in the style of James Janney and Magnets Media. So let's see, maybe the next couple of weeks it'll be up. But, you know, so I am interested in this higher quality content, which can get more views and higher reach and more exposure. But also I think that with the second channel, with the YouTube automation channel, I want to take it, probably shift it towards search-based content. And I want to do like higher quality content. So maybe I want to reduce the volume of the videos, but I want to increase the quality of the videos. And this is something that I want to touch here as well, is that, you know, YouTube is a constant struggle between quality versus quantity, right? Because we're all told that, hey, you know, you should upload consistently. And I say this myself as well, if you look at my previous videos. But then if you upload consistently, you're going to reach a point where you're not able to sustain the quality that you started off with, or yeah, basically your quality is going to sacrifice if you want to like produce a lot of videos. So YouTube is like a constant struggle between quality and quantity. I can tell you that for sure. And this is what I'm struggling right now as well. Like I kind of set myself to this schedule of 3 videos per week on both channels. And, you know, it's really hard. So do you upload less videos but with higher quality, or do you sacrifice the quality and upload more videos? At this point in my thinking right now, I am leaning towards less video with higher quality. And I want to actually hear your opinion if you are at this point in this video watching it and, you know, you have your opinion. I would really like, what do you think about this basically? Because what I think is that when you put more energy and effort into a video, into like, I think it was the saying was like, it's not the intensity of the uploads that matters, but the intensity of your ideas for each video, okay? And the amount of effort and energy and money that you put into each single piece of content, right? So, yeah. And then the third thing here that I want to touch is ask yourself, what value are you bringing to the table? Are you just remaking what has already been done? Or are you bringing new ideas to the table? Increasing your value as a human being makes you a more valuable person, which in turn allows you to bring more creative perspectives to the table, or just allows you to bring creative perspectives to the table, right? So when you become a more well-rounded person, when you become like well-rounded, well-read, when you become a more valuable human being, you are able to bring a more well-rounded, a more creative perspective to the table and share it with other people, right? So, like, what is the value that you bring in your videos? What is the essential thing that people are watching it for? Are they watching it for entertainment? Are they watching it for specific technical information? Or are they watching it for kind of like a hybrid version? They're like curiosity. They want to learn something, but they also want to be entertained. So this is something to think about, right? And these are the thoughts that I am contemplating right now in my life as well. So I want just to make this very spontaneous video here. It's not well planned, it's not well edited, but hey, this is something that I'm contemplating, these questions. This is something that I'm going through right now. It is really not easy, but as long as you keep going, as long as you don't stop, and as long as you experiment with different types of content and you're very analytical about, okay, what works, what doesn't, and you're true to yourself. Do I want to be that guy, for example, who does how-to tutorials all the time, in my case? Or do I want to be a guy who produces cool, like, documentary films about companies that I'm interested in and that I'm curious about? So this period between ages of 20 to, I think maybe it'll take me another couple of years until 30, is really this exploration phase. And I know right now for sure this video is not going to do well. And, partly this video is kind of for myself. So I can look back at it in like 10 years and really relate to the struggles that I'm going in right now. I'm big on journaling, right? I have a lot of journals that I've been doing over the past 5-6 years. And, I treat my YouTube channel kind of like a journal as well. Obviously, I want to have more views. I want to increase my revenue that I make from YouTube. But at the same time, I also understand that, well, nothing in life really matters. We're all going to die. And at the end of the day, when I'm going to be like 80 years old on my deathbed, by the way, if you're 80 right now watching this and you're about to die, I'm sending you a big hello from you being 26 years old. But the point here is that you're able to, if you're capturing your life in video, this is the ultimate form of media. Obviously, once we get to like progressive VR and everything, that'll be even more cool. But right now, video is really like, it's like the most advanced thing, right? You can capture my emotions, my voice, whatever it is. So partly, it's also, my YouTube is kind of my journal, right? I'm still optimizing for views and everything, but I'm able to look back and I'm able to see like, okay, how I looked, what I thought about, what were my line of thinking and everything like that. So yeah, let me know what you think.